How's it going, everybody? My name's Jonathan and welcome to the Plus One Architecture channel, a channel where we have fun with architecture and design. For our first video, we're going to take a Gothic style cathedral and redesign it into a modernist style. Now, what is Gothic architecture? Well, Gothic architecture came about in the 12th century. It's known for large stained glass windows, pointed arches, and flying buttresses. And some Gothic style cathedrals that you may recognize from film and video would be Beast's Castle from Beauty and the Beast, the cathedral in I, Frankenstein, and the third one, you have probably seen it animated in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and a more recent live action film, Van Helsing, during the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde battle, the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. Now, let's take a look at the Modernist style and see what it's known for. This style came about in the early 1900s and is known for its use of steel, glass, and reinforced concrete. The main idea behind this style is that form should follow function. There is an embracing of minimalism. So now that we have a basic understanding of both of these styles, let's jump on into the drawing and see what we can come up with. So the building I chose was the Omnia Cathedral. As you can see, I started off with the front face of the building, or in more technical terms, the facade. Now you can see that I started off just kind of getting the basic overall shape that I wanted in pencil. I will then later on go over it with ink and solidify the design from there. As I get more into the inking side of things, you can see that I kept the pointed arches that are very typical of the Gothic style. I took away a lot of the ornamentation, and I also increased the size of the stained glass windows to draw more attention to them and allow the detail of those to come forward and be more visible with the minimal style of the facade. Alright, I just want to take a moment here to kind of pause and kind of clue you guys in on what I'm doing here. Sure, it's a little confusing what I'm doing with all these lines. So far I'm liking where this is going, looking at the front. Essentially what I'm trying to do is figure out the proportions of this building. What I kind of figured out was from the front area here that we first started with to about right here, the same height as it is to the width. what we have for the next length. It's pretty similar, it's very close. And then our last piece is a little bit smaller than the first two. So just basing it off of those ratios, that's how I'm going to continue forward and draw this next elevation. Let's jump back in. After figuring out the proportions of the full building, I then had to figure out the rhythm of the structure. Once I was able to narrow down and figure out the rhythm of the structure across the building, it then helped me figure out the smaller pieces of the building that I would be working on next. So the little sketch that you saw up in the right hand corner, I was trying to figure out the shape of the structure and whether or not I wanted it to be at a 45-degree angle or at a 90. What I'm doing here is creating this outdoor space that currently doesn't exist. The idea behind it is inside of the current cathedral is a maze that is painted on the floor that people walk through in contemplation while praying to the rosary. My idea is to take this and send it through the rest of the church that would then eventually lead you to this outdoor space that I'm creating here. Alright guys, we've got two of the elevations looking good. Gotta add some final touches here and there. Detail has been brought down to a minimum. Now all that we have left to do is the perspective. And there you have it guys, a Gothic cathedral drawn in a modern style. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts were on this. Did you guys enjoy it? Is there a building that you'd like to see redesigned in a completely different style? If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Once again, I'm Jonathan. This has been the Plus One Architecture channel. We'll see you next time.